Iiwi, welcome! Join us as we try to translate some practice sentences in Middle Egyptian on this episode of Ancient Egypt and the Bible. Okay, today we are going to translate some practice sentences. If you like these videos and wish to help the channel, please hit that subscribe button and please leave a comment. It helps feed the algorithm. And if you wish to support us financially, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber and possibly purchase my forthcoming book. Now, the way this practice session is going to work is that I'm going to give you some sentences that include some vocabulary that I have not introduced yet. But that's okay. There will be 7 sentences, and this video is made so you should view it more than once. The first time through, just try to separate each sentence into its 5 slots. I'll give you the hint. There's no slot 4 used in any of these sentences. So that slot should always be empty. And I will give you answers as I give you each sentence. Then, re-watch the video, pausing as you go, and try to translate the sentences on your own. Repeat this as many times as you need to understand the sentences and be comfortable with its structure, that is the 5 slots. So, I hope that's clear. Let's begin. U.S. Air Key Pair. We have here a non-verbal adverbial sentence. Okay, straightforward enough. We have a particle in slot 1, no verb in slot 2, the S means man in slot 3, no direct object in slot 4, and a prepositional phrase in slot 5, air key pair, at another house. So the sentence translates to, the man is at another house. Sentence number 2. You ray em ki boo. And this is another adverbial sentence. Particle in slot 1, no verb in slot 2. Slot 3 contains the word for Re, the sun god. Nothing in slot 4, and a prepositional phrase in slot 5, em ki bu, in another place. So the sentence translates to Re is in another place. Sentence 3. You ket caught im. Okay. This one is a little different than the other adverbial sentences so far. The particle is in slot 1, no verbs in slot 2. Slot 3 contains 2 words. Ket caught, another thing. Ket meaning another, that's one of the adjectives described in the last language video, and cut is the word for thing. And they're both in the feminine. Nothing is in slot 4. Now, something a little different is happening in slot 5. We've mentioned that slot 5 for adverbial sentences needs to begin with a preposition. And in this case, that is still true. The word im, meaning there, therein, therefrom, is actually derived from the preposition, an em preposition. So the preposition is actually built into the word itself. So the sentence translates, another thing is there. Or literally in there. Sentence 4. Ure henna s pen. Just like other adverbial sentences, particle is in slot 1. There's no verb in slot 2. Slot 3 contains the word for Re, the sun god. Nothing is in slot 4. And a prepositional phrase in slot 5 is henna s pen. The word henna is the preposition with. S pen means this man. So the translation is Re is with this man. Sentence 5. Ujed s n key. Okay, this is our first verbal sentence. Particle in slot 1, just like normal. The verb jed, to speak, is in slot 2. Slot 3 contains s, the word for man. Nothing in slot 4. And we have an adverbial modifier in slot 5, n key, to another. So the sentence translates to, a man speaks to another, presumably another man. Sentence 6. Ujed Re cot 10. This is another verbal sentence. Particle in slot 1, the verb jed, to speak, in slot 2. Slot 3 contains Re, the word for the sun god Re. Nothing in slot 4. And we have a prepositional phrase in slot 5, ket 10, to this thing. Now, the noun for ket, thing, is feminine, which means that the demonstrative adjective, which follows the noun, has to be the feminine 10, this. The translation is, Re speaks to this thing. Finally, sentence 7. Ujed s m bu pen. Another verbal sentence. Particle in slot 1. The verb jed, to speak, in slot 2. Slot 3 contains the noun s, meaning man. Nothing in slot 4. And we have a prepositional phrase in slot 5, bu pen, in this place. The noun bu, place, is masculine, which means that the demonstrative adjective must also be the masculine pen, this. And the translation is, a man speaks in this place. Okay, so now that we've done all the 7 practice sentences, please go back and try to work each out for yourself. Put each part of the sentence in its slots, and then try to translate it on your own. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Senebti sepsen. Be healthy, Egyptian for goodbye. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Ancient Egypt and the Bible.